Hey everybody, it's the Gorillas fan here. Now, just a while ago I finished injecting a shit ton of insulin into my computer because, thanks to the episode that I just watched today, it has diabetes now. So today's episode is the Stairmaster, and, as indicated from my comments before, is a Fluttershy episode. So it starts with Rarity and Sweetie Belle, which this episode confirms that they are sisters, just hanging around the house. Rarity's actually making some dresses for a very important gig, and Sweetie Belle wants to help, but she just ends up getting in the way. But then Fluttershy enters the boutique saying that she's dropping off Rarity's cat, Opalescence, who I forgot to mention in the Suited for Success review. And to make things even more interesting, the other members of the Cutie Mark Crusaders come along, and they say that they're going to have a sleepover at Rarity's boutique. So apparently Rarity says no because she still has to finish her work, and Fluttershy offers to take care of them, saying that they shouldn't be a problem, even though clearly they're a handful. So on the way to Fluttershy's cottage, she runs into Twilight, who's going into the Everfree Forest to get something from Zecora, and eventually they do make it to her cottage, and it's nighttime. So the three of them begin to have fun, but it gets a little too out of hand, and Fluttershy has to send them to bed. So Fluttershy decides to sing them a nice, soothing lullaby that eventually breaks into a gospel piece, courtesy of Sweetie Belle, and they eventually do go to bed. But they decide, instead of going to bed, that they're going to play with the chickens. So Fluttershy goes down and yells at them, while at the same time putting away the chickens with the titular stare. And yes, the stare is pretty scary. So Fluttershy sends them to bed again, thinking that she can handle them again, but the Cutie Mark Crusaders look outside and notice that one of the chickens is gone. It ended up breaking out of the cage and running into the Everfree Forest, so that's where the Cutie Mark Crusaders go to look. But then Fluttershy wakes up saying that things are a little too quiet. So she goes upstairs and sees that the Cutie Mark Crusaders are gone, and goes into the forest to find them because that's apparently where they left their tracks. So she goes into the forest and sees that Twilight has been turned to stone. She finds the girls eventually and tells them that they need to get back to the cottage right away because apparently there's a cockatrice around, which is pretty much part chicken, part snake, and can turn things into stone. Kind of reminds me of Cockatrimon. But they run into the cockatrice, and it apparently turned the runaway chicken into stone. So Fluttershy uses her powerful stare to A, break the stone that's trying to encase around her, and B, to send the cockatrice away. And for some reason, that ends up breaking the stone around Twilight. Don't ask me how, I really don't know. But the next morning, while Twilight's writing her letter to Celestia, as custom, Fluttershy learned that sometimes you can't always bite off more than you can chew. Just because you can be good with animals doesn't mean you can't always be good with kids. And then Rarity comes by saying that she's finished with her dressmaking and tells the girls that it's time to go. So that's the Stairmaster. It was actually pretty entertaining, and it was fun seeing Fluttershy being all scary-like, which reinforces my theories of the perfected bubbles. So that's pretty much it. Join me next time for the Showstoppers review, and until then, this is the Gorillas fan, signing out.